Hey y'all, welcome back. I was in the middle of the word earlier in relation to the marriage thing. So, why am I saying this? Cuz God is literally about to release these marriages. What did I say? Your God ordained spouse is ready to marry you. It's no longer a thought of they ready. Cause I done told y'all, I done heard Vegas, I done heard all this kind of stuff. And the Lord gave me one extra thing. And it's funny because I was watching a video that ties into this. I saw a video title the other day, but one of the words was different. And I had to do a double take. And I knew the Lord was speaking. The statement said, "You are getting married for takeoff." Instead of "you are getting ready," which is what it actually said, I saw "you are getting married for takeoff." Take it if it applies to you. Okay? This is why some of you are going to elope. Because that's the only way this thing will take off the way God needs it to take off. And with that being said, I'm coming back for the song part of this word. Okay? Remember I said there was a song and it was called Sunshine. So this ties in where your God ordained spouse is, okay? So in this song, Sunshine, last night I laid with you. Your God ordained spouse cannot wait to lay with you. Some of your God ordained spouses, it's not so much about the sex part. It's about just having you near. If they can just be near you, they'll be all right. Because what they've had to go through up until this point has taken a lot out of them. Just having you near. Some of them, they so exhausted. They may not even have the energy to do anything but lay next to you right now. So 'twas like a dream come true. Being with you when they finally have you next to them, it will feel so right. I want you for the rest of my life. That's the marriage part I was talking about. Maybe we should settle down. These men are ready to settle down. If you didn't catch it between the multiple words that I already released in relation to the Hannah husband, in relation to the transition and the multiple baby births, the whole Breaking Dawn thing, they ready for the kids and to raise a family. A girl for you and a little boy for me. And it's funny, the prophetess that I listened to, she made the point of saying in her word that I listened to today that she called out twins. Some people are having twins, and I'm seeing a lot of people calling out twins right now. But there are multiples coming. So some of y'all, the Lord done shown you it's going to be more than two. I've heard people say 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? You know what the Lord has called you to, and because what the Lord has called you to, count the things that the Lord is going to bless your hands with. That might be the same amount of children that you're going to actually birth. Get ready. Cause that's how much. That's how much. That's how much I love you. You have no idea. And Megan Michelle said this in one of her videos recently. You don't know what you've done for your family, and a lot of us have no idea what we've done for these God ordained spouses in our prayers. I'm talking to the ones of y'all that really been praying for your spouse. That it wasn't a whimsy pamsy, ooh, I'm just jumping on this kingdom spouse word because it sounds good. I'm talking about y'all, you were in the trenches. You was on the floor. You were pacing the floor at night. You was laid out on the floor for this man because you're like, God, whatever you need for me to pray, I'll pray for it. You was beating the floor because you were like, he is not going to receive that punishment. Yeah, y'all. You. Maybe it was just me. But yeah, y'all. Receive it if it's yours. But because you was doing that, oh, you just don't know how much they love you, girl. You don't know. You are the sunshine. You are the light in the darkest places that they have been in. You are the sunshine to them. You brighten up their life where they had no color. You brought light to those places. You make me feel all right. The places that the Lord has stripped them, really stripped them up until this point. You coming in is literally going to make those places feel okay. Okay? Sunshine. You've turned the darkness into light. Every dark place in their life that they have experienced darkness as they were separated from the things and released from the things that no longer serve them, they now see light. You brighten up the corners of my mind. They've been dealing with issues, whether it be soundness of mind, whether it be overthinking, whether it be doubt and confusion. But the prayers that you've prayed has given them the power to love again and restore the soundness of their mind so that every corner of their mind is now covered properly. You really do. Yeah. They understand that you're the one that really does this. Truly. You can take this however you choose, but you're the one that really is for real about your walk with God. And this is further confirmation of that because he's saying, last night I prayed for you. These men have been praying for you too. Maybe they ain't prayed like we pray. But they prayed that you would forever be cool. That when they come into contact with you, it's forever. Because you brought back love in my life. Genuine, appreciative love in their life. And I got to tell you, baby, the feeling is so nice. So maybe we should just settle down. They ready to settle down and raise that family. Have the kids. Because they love you that much. And we don't understand how much that is. Pay close attention. These men are ready. Some of them are older. I said this in that Hannah husband thing. They're older and they're ready to have kids where they didn't have them when they were younger. Because they were out here doing whatever they was doing. But now they've reached that point where the former and the latter are meeting. The former them has died. Megan Michelle just did Let It Burn. And in it she was talking about Usher separating himself from the previous version of himself. Some of your spouses are doing that. They're letting their old self die, their old relationships, everything from that past life go. In order for them to be able to operate with you. But you were the beacon of light and hope that they needed, the sunshine that was necessary to brighten up their life, to keep them focused on which way they were going in order to get to where God was showing them, in order for them to be able to receive and get out of the darkness that they were walking through and in order for them to come into the light. So that verse just repeats itself. So understand that you've made a major impact. So when I say that these men are ready, I've been seeing, will you marry me? Will you marry me? Will you marry me? Will you marry me? Marry me now. Marry me tonight. Marry, 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 marry. And I got something else for you. And the Lord reminded me of this. The prophetess was talking, and she said the words Mary and May. And I'm like, I was thinking of the word Christmas Mary. Mm-mm. God saying Mary May, meaning in as he's speaking to me right now, he's saying that some of y'all gonna get married in May. It's gonna be a month of marriages. Take that how you want to take it. But that's how it's gonna come. It's gonna be a manifestation of what it was in May. April showers. A lot of y'all been seeing showers, and didn't I not say in that word that when the two people came out of the sewer tunnel, what happened? It was raining, which thereby brings about what? May flowers, which reminds me of the word that Megan released about the song from Case, Happily Ever After. What did Case say in that? It was the month of May. It was last May. She released that word last May. This May, you about to see the manifestation. I'm not going to go much further into that. It's coming. If you wasn't ready, get ready. If this word's for you, let the Lord speak to you. This ain't for everybody. But for those of you that the Lord has led on this journey, some of y'all, your time's up for single season by May. Let the Lord speak to you. Take a consecration with him. Find out what the Lord needs for you to know. Because Deani Neves released the word sometime before the end of last year called Within 1 Week to 1 Month. So that can fall in that. You can go look up that video. But in it, she was talking about some of y'all going to get married within a week. Some of y'all going to get married within a month. And for the time frame that we're looking at right now, the day that I am recording this, okay, it is actually April 22nd, about to turn to the 23rd, okay, which actually, in all actuality, that's 1 week to the beginning of May, and 1 month, could be up to a month. If May is Merry May, then hey, some of y'all might be planning to get married within this next month. Some of y'all may need to start. I'm going to tell you a truth of mine. I went to a business event, and it's funny, before I went to that business event, I got sick. And this event was about 6-7 years ago. When I got to that event, I was sitting there, full fasting mode, and a woman walked up to me, and we ended up sitting at the table, and the woman ended up saying, when you plan for your marriage, the husband will show up. Take that how you receive it. So that's the word. Until next time. Bye-bye.